Congress needs to do its part. And that means it should give Puerto Rico the authority to let severely distressed government entities, including public corporations and municipalities, restructure their debts. There is no alternative because the debt is so large and it is impossible to restructure it without the kind of help you get in bankruptcy. And that should be something that we all work toward. I know political leaders across the spectrum agree to that here in Puerto Rico, but not a single Republican has stepped up in Washington to support the leaders of Puerto Rico. They're not offering any alternatives either. And that is just unacceptable because this is a crisis. We've talked this afternoon about the healthcare crisis, but it goes hand in hand with the economic crisis. And you deserve better than that. I was talking to some of my friends. I remember coming here in 1998 after Hurricane George. I actually led a presidential delegation to get a better idea of the devastation. That led to a special task force that was put into place to make sure Puerto Rico got the help it needed to come back from that terrible hurricane. Well, I think we're in a similar situation now. It's not a hurricane, but it's a perfect storm, as Juan said. A perfect storm of economic and healthcare challenges, exacerbated by the fact that there are gross inequities in the way that Puerto Rican citizens, American citizens, are treated. So we need the same spirit of solidarity now. And this is one of those problems, solve it now here or deal with it later somewhere else. And it just seems to me that it's a more humane, practical, smart alternative to deal with it here. Now, third, I would have to add that many of the challenges Puerto Rico faces, whether economic, healthcare, or anything else, tie back to the fundamental question about Puerto Rico's ultimate political status. And ever since you became a territory, leaders from all across the political spectrum have wanted a form of government that permits Puerto Rico's national laws to be democratically determined. This comes down to your basic rights, as many of you have heard me say already. Puerto Ricans have the right to form a government of your choice that is representative at all levels of government, just as you have a right to equality as American citizens. You have dealt with this issue multiple times, most recently in November 2012. Also, Congress has now passed a law that would resolve this issue through another plebiscite. The next step is for Puerto Rico's Elections Commission to submit options to the U.S. Department of Justice to ensure that whatever choice Puerto Rico makes will be respected. And I want to emphasize that because ultimately this has to be your choice. But I want to be sure that the United States government, in particular the Congress, is obligated to honor that choice. This is vital to Puerto Rico's future, but it's also vital to the future of the United States because it speaks to the kind of democracy we are. And we need to empower the people of Puerto Rico to make these decisions for yourselves. You can't do that until we have a resolution, however you decide it, that will be respected and implemented by the Congress. So I think that it is a perfect storm right now. It is a challenge that is really taxing you on every level. And it is something that I want every American, wherever you live, to understand. There are still too many people living in the States who don't even know Puerto Ricans are citizens. That's right? In fact, somebody was telling me earlier that in some places now people are being asked for green cards who are from Puerto Rico. And when you say, wait a minute, I'm an American citizen, people, what do you mean? And so we have some education to do in order to lay the groundwork for whatever choice you make it will be respected, but also to deal with some of these inequities. We make a very strong argument that we're talking about American citizens who deserve all the support that they can get anywhere else if they move. I know that this is not easy. I know we've got work to do, but I do want to pledge my absolute commitment. It will be at the top of my priority. I think there's some things we have to do between now and January 2017, when I will be inaugurated. We do have to intervene with the administration, continuing to do so with the Congress, but then we have to have a longer plan. And we need people here to agree on that plan. And one of you said you are unified when it comes to dealing with the healthcare crisis. Strength is in unity. When you can be divided, you can be conquered. And I'm not telling you anything because a lot of the people in this room are both experts and veterans of a lot of the challenges in getting Puerto Rico to be treated fairly. If the Congress or any administration can set Puerto Ricans against one another, that relieves them of all responsibility. So when it comes to the healthcare crisis and the very difficult economic crisis that we are confronting, the more unity have across all of the party and the historical lines that have divided you, the stronger you will be in making that case, and the less likely it can be that the Congress will be able to turn you away. It is also probably worth thinking about doing a lot more, sending people around the country, particularly to places where a lot of Puerto Rican doctors, nurses, and just citizens have moved, to do a lot of television, a lot of radio, a lot of meetings, because you are not only working to build a coalition, starting with Puerto Ricans who live in the United States. You know, it always struck me as so indefensible that you can't vote for president if you live here, but if you move to Florida, which of course, I'm just naming a state, you can vote for president. I think that a lot of Puerto Ricans are wondering, what, that makes no sense. You know, the geographic disparity and discrimination that exists within our laws makes absolutely no sense. I could not agree more. It makes absolutely no sense. But strength comes from unity. Good, effective arguments come when everybody is on the same page and nobody's being split off. So I've heard the Congress, you know, when I was in the Senate from New York and we would fight for some kind of tax exemption or something that would help Puerto Rico, we had to get everybody on the same page first and then we went for it. And that's more important today than it's ever been. And then obviously trying to get the plebiscite set up so that maybe the decision can be made, and then we can turn the attention to making sure that Congress implements that decision. So I want to lend you all of my support, my best efforts on your behalf to try to figure out how we deal with the current crisis, which will only get worse. You know, it's like a medical condition. If you don't treat it, it will get worse. You've got a healthcare crisis. If you don't treat it, it will get worse. And more people will suffer and more people will be left out. And as you were rightly saying, there will be people who are going to pay a price because they cannot afford to do what their doctors have told them to do. So thank you all so much.